Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I'm Nora.
And I'm George. Hello, everyone.
How are you doing today, George?
Honestly, a little embarrassed if I'm being real.
Embarrassed? What happened this time?
I tried to tell my coworker a story yesterday. It went badly.
Oh, no. What kind of badly?
I said, yesterday I go to the store, then I eat lunch.
Ah, I see the problem already.
She just stared at me. Then she gently said, went, not go.
That must have felt strange in the moment.
It did. My brain just froze completely.
Did she correct anything else after that?
A little. I also said I eat lunch instead of I ate lunch.
2 mistakes in one short story. That's actually pretty common.
Great. That makes me feel so much better.
That happens to almost everyone learning English.
Really? Even people who've been studying for years?
Even them, sometimes. Past tense trips people up a lot.
So I'm not the only one who mixes it up?
Not even close. You're actually in very good company.
That makes me feel a little better, honestly.
Good, because today we're going to fix that for good. I started my morning a bit differently, actually.
Oh yeah? What did you do?
I found a small bakery near my house. Fresh bread, still warm.
That sounds amazing. Better than my confusing coworker story.
It really was. A nice, simple start to the day. So, are you ready to talk about yesterday? Properly this time.
Yes, please save me from more awkward conversations.
Today, we're talking about the past tense, simply for beginners.
Past tense? Like finally learning how to say things correctly?
Exactly. By the end, yesterday won't scare you anymore. But first, if you're new here, now's a great time to subscribe.
And if this episode helps you even a little, share it with someone.
That really helps more beginners find these simple lessons.
Okay, so where do we even start with this?
We start with the easiest group, regular verbs.
Regular verbs? What makes a verb regular?
Most verbs just need one small change to talk about the past.
What kind of change?
You add ed to the end of the verb.
That's it? Just add 3 letters?
That's it for most verbs. Walk becomes walked.
Walk, walked. Okay, that feels manageable.
Talk becomes talked. Watch becomes watched. Same simple pattern.
So yesterday I talked to my coworker, not talk.
Exactly right. You already fixed your own sentence.
Wait, that actually felt kind of good.
It should. You just used the past tense correctly.
Okay, but why do we even need ed at all?
Good question. It's actually a small but powerful signal.
A signal for what?
It tells the listener the action is already finished.
Oh, so it's like a little flag for this is done.
Exactly. Think of it like closing a box after you finish packing it.
Closing a box?
Yes. While you're packing, the box is open, present, ongoing.
And once it's closed?
Once it's closed, it's finished. That's the past, sealed shut.
Okay, that actually makes sense in my head now.
ed is like the tape that seals the box shut.
I like that. Finished action, sealed with tape.
Exactly. Let's try a few more together.
Okay, hit me with some verbs.
Cook,
Cooked. Yesterday I cooked dinner for myself.
clean.
Cleaned. I cleaned my kitchen after cooking.
One more. Try help.
Helped. My roommate helped me carry groceries yesterday.
Perfect sentence. See how natural that sounds now?
It really does. I'm actually a little proud of myself.
You should be. That's real progress, George. Look at you, building real sentences already.
This is actually way easier than I expected.
Most beginners feel that way once they see the pattern.
So every single verb just gets ed added to it?
Ah, now here's something important I need to tell you.
What is it?
Not every verb follows this nice, simple rule.
Wait, seriously? Some verbs are different?
Some verbs are very different. Completely different, actually.
Oh no, which ones? Tell me now.
I'll show you exactly which ones, but just a little later.
Nora, come on, don't leave me guessing like that.
Patience, George. It's coming very soon, I promise.
Fine, but I'm already nervous about these mystery verbs.
Don't worry. You'll handle them just fine, I promise.
I trust you. You haven't let me down yet.
Okay, ready? These are the mystery verbs, irregular verbs.
Irregular? So no ED at all?
No ED for these. They just change completely.
Wait, completely? Give me an example.
Go becomes went, not goed, just went.
Wait, that's exactly what I got wrong with my coworker.
Exactly. Go is one of the most common irregular verbs.
Great, so I picked the hardest one to mess up first.
That's actually pretty normal. It's used all the time.
Okay, what about eat? I also said that wrong.
Eat becomes ate. Again, no ED added.
So I should have said I ate lunch, not I eat lunch.
Exactly right. You already knew it without realizing it.
So how many of these irregular verbs are there?
Quite a few, honestly. But you already know several already.
Like which ones?
Have becomes had, see becomes saw, do becomes did.
Have, had, see, saw, do, did. Okay, saying them helps.
It really does. Repeating them out loud builds memory fast.
Is there a trick, or do I just memorize them all?
A little of both. Think of them like irregular shapes in a puzzle.
A puzzle?
Yes, most puzzle pieces follow a pattern. A few don't.
And you just learn those few by hand.
Exactly. You touch them enough times, you remember their shape.
Okay, that actually helps me picture it.
Let's learn a few more before we practice together.
Okay, give me more.
Take becomes took, make becomes made, say becomes said.
Take, took, make, made, say, said. Got it.
Notice how none of them follow the same pattern?
Yeah, they're all just different from each other.
That's exactly why we call them irregular.
Okay, that name actually makes a lot of sense now.
Let's practice a few together. I'll say present, you say past.
Okay, I'm ready. Hit me.
Go.
Went.
Eat.
Ate.
See.
Saw. Wait, that one felt easy.
That's because you've probably heard it 100 times already.
True. I think I just never noticed the pattern before.
One more. Take.
Tuck. My brain remembered that one fast.
See? Repetition really does build memory over time. Now, here's something else you'll definitely need very soon.
What's that?
How to ask questions and say no about yesterday.
Oh, that sounds tricky too.
It's actually simpler than you think once you see the trick.
Okay, I'm listening. Show me the trick.
We use a little helper word, did.
Did? Like, did you eat?
Exactly like that. Did carries the past tense for you.
So the main verb doesn't change at all.
Right. It goes back to its simple form. No ED, nothing.
Wait, so it's not did you ate?
Exactly. It's did you eat. The verb stays plain and simple.
That's actually less confusing than I thought.
Did is like a helper carrying a heavy bag for you.
A helper carrying a bag?
Yes, did carries the past tense, so the verb doesn't have to. Okay, try me with a question now. Did you talk to your coworker again today?
Yes, I did. And this time I said it correctly.
That's wonderful progress, George.
I actually feel proud of that sentence.
You should. It's a real, natural sentence, past tense included.
And no, I just say I didn't, right?
Exactly. I didn't go or I didn't eat. Simple and clean.
What about with regular verbs? Does did work there too?
Yes, I didn't cook or I didn't clean. Same simple pattern.
So one small word handles negatives for every single verb?
Every single one. That's why it's so useful to learn.
This did trick honestly changes everything for me.
It changes things for most beginners. It's a small but mighty word.
So regular verbs get ED, irregular verbs just change shape.
And did handles questions and negatives for both types.
Wait, both types? Even the tricky irregular ones?
Even those. Did makes irregular verbs easy in questions too.
Oh, that's actually a relief to hear.
It really simplifies everything once it clicks.
Okay, but there's still one thing I'm really curious about.
What's that?
You mentioned earlier there was something really important still coming.
Ah, you remembered. Good memory, George.
Of course I did. Don't leave me hanging again, please.
I won't leave you hanging for long, I promise you that.
Okay, fine, I'll wait, but not for too long this time.
I promise, it's coming right after this.
Deal. My curiosity can't handle much more waiting today.
Okay, here it is, the important part I promised.
Finally, tell me everything.
Time words, little words that signal you're talking about the past.
Time words, like what?
Yesterday, last night, last week, 2 days ago.
Oh, I use yesterday all the time already.
That's great, because it's one of the most useful ones. Perfect, and now you'll know exactly why it works.
Why does it work?
These words tell your listener, this already happened.
So they kind of announce the past tense before I even speak.
Exactly. They set the scene right away.
That's actually really helpful to know. Are there other time words I should know too?
Yes, ago is another useful one, like 2 days ago.
So I could say, I called my mom 3 days ago.
Exactly right. That's a perfectly natural past tense sentence.
What about last week? Does that work the same way?
Exactly the same. Last week, I visited my parents.
That sentence sounds so natural already.
It is natural. You're thinking in past tense now, not translating. Try one. Make a sentence with last night.
Last night, I watched a movie with my roommate.
Perfect sentence. Time word, then past verb.
That felt smooth, almost automatic, honestly.
That's the goal. Time words plus past verbs working together. Now, this next part is honestly the most important moment today.
More important than time words?
Yes, because now you're going to use everything you learned.
Everything? Regular verbs, irregular verbs, and time words too?
All three, together in real sentences.
Right now? A real sentence?
Right now, George. No more waiting.
No pressure though, right?
None at all. Just speak naturally, like we've been practicing.
Okay. Deep breath. I think I can do this.
All right, George, tell me about yesterday. Anything. Real.
Okay. Yesterday, I woke up late and I made coffee.
Great start. Keep going. Don't overthink it.
Then I walked to work and I talked to my coworker.
Nice sentence. Notice how natural that felt just now?
It really did. No pause, no panic, just words.
Nice. Did anything else happen yesterday?
Yes, I ate dinner with my roommate. It was really good.
Wonderful. Let's try one more with a question this time.
Sure, ask me anything.
What did you do after dinner yesterday?
After dinner, I read a book and then I slept early.
Beautiful sentence. Past tense from start to finish.
That one felt even easier than the others.
Perfect sentences, George. Every single one was past tense.
Wait, I didn't make a single mistake that time?
Not one. Regular verbs, irregular verbs, all correct.
Even the time word felt natural too.
It did. You used yesterday perfectly at the start.
I actually can't believe how far I came in one video.
Learning feels slow until suddenly it doesn't anymore.
That's exactly how it felt just now.
That's what happens when the pattern finally clicks. Okay, let's quickly review everything we covered today.
Regular verbs just add ed at the end, like walked. Irregular verbs change completely, like go becoming went. Did helps us ask questions and say no about the past. And time words like yesterday and ago set the scene. 4 simple pieces, and they cover almost every past story.
That's exactly right. You explained it better than I could.
I actually feel ready to tell stories again now.
You are ready, truly ready, George.
Even my coworker won't believe the difference tomorrow.
Maybe give her a little warning first. All right, everyone, that's it for today's lesson.
If this helped you understand the past tense, tap that like button.
And share it with a friend who mixes up their tenses too.
Learning together always makes things a little easier.
It really does. 2 people practicing beats 1 person alone. Tell us in the comments, what did you do yesterday?
Try writing it in English using what we learned today.
Even 1 simple sentence counts. Don't overthink it.
We'll be reading your answers, so don't be shy. Someone in the comments might even be as nervous as I was.
And now look at you, forming perfect past tense sentences.
It really does feel possible now, not just theory.
That's the whole point, George. Small steps, real progress. Until next time, keep practicing 1 small sentence at a time.
Thanks for spending your time with us today.
See you next time, everyone. Bye for now.